Speaker is someone that we all know and love, camper number 21982, Dominic Walker. Dom hails from Baltimore, Maryland, and has been a key part of our Witherby leadership and spiritual programs here at Camp Dudley for 10 years. Thanks to his longtime friend, James Mayo, Dom discovered camp. While James didn't quite get Dom here as a camper, he convinced him to come as a leader in 2010. And after 4 years as a leader, Dom joined the program staff in 2015 and has been here every summer since. He's done a great job developing our camp choruses in all of our divisions while serving as a regular member of the Witherby Hall production team. He's worked with all of our leadership levels on diversity and inclusion awareness, including our Board of Trustees this past spring. Dom grew up in Baltimore and graduated from Morgan State University with a BA in music in 2014. He then went on to earn a Master of Science degree in elementary education and teaching from Johns Hopkins University. Passionate about education, Dom began developing his skills as an educator and administrator at Morgan State, working at the university's Office for Residential Life and on the student leadership team. This fall after camp, he will be at Pimlico Elementary School, a turnaround school in Baltimore in an underserviced community. And as Dom puts it, I am committed to helping students discover a pathway to success and believe that every student, if given the proper guidance, can find that success. A gifted vocalist and musician, Dom sings with Camerata Baltimore Ensemble, creating opportunities for youth and adults throughout his beautiful gift of music. Dom won camp's esteemed Pat Peavy Leadership Award in 2012, selected by his peers and given annually to a leader who best exemplifies the care, integrity, and daily practice of putting the other fellow first. We are all fortunate to have Dom here at Camp Dudley. And this morning, we're fortunate to have him here in chapel to share his message with us. So please join me in welcoming camper number 21982, Dominic Walker.
Prepare. Relax. Let me start by saying it is truly an honor and a privilege to be standing in front of you today, not as your chapel speaker, but as a member of your family. I want to thank Matt, Devo, Fu, and all those who have supported both my growth and development over these summers here at Dudley. I know that I would not be the man I am today without the influences and impacts that you guys have made in my life. Thank you. I would also like to thank my godfather, James Mayo. It is because of you that a poor boy from the slums of Baltimore City got an opportunity to experience the world and have a little piece of your heart called Camp Dudley and make it a part of his. Thank you. So, the question at hand, to be or not to be? Those 6 words have become a struggle that we all have encountered within our lives. So let's start with a little Bill Nye the Science Guy lesson about the brain. When we are born, our brain is like an empty room full of Tupperware containers. As we develop and grow, our brains begin to color and organize and categorize our cultural experiences, morals, values, and customs into small containers, putting similar categories and colors together in a closet in which we access when we make our thoughts. When we think, we go searching through those closets and begin opening containers to get ready to use them. This is called the acquisition or use of knowledge. Now, going back to the question, to be or not to be, we must look at being not something we think about, but something we do. Be, or to be, is the action in which we activate the brain into doing something instead of just searching and using the knowledge. Hamlet states, "Thus the fear of not being makes us all cowards, and our natural willingness to act is made weak by too much thinking. Actions of great urgency and importance get thrown off course because of this sort of thinking, and they cease to be actions at all." You see, this is why it's hard to be. We are vastly different individuals, and although we might act, think, and sound the same, we definitely are not. Our personal experiences and values pull us into ourselves, reverting back to what the early brain is designed to do. So when faced with adversity and challenge of our character, or pushes to our moral beliefs and pressures to our cultural values, we find ourselves sifting through these closets, asking ourselves, should I do what's right? Is it appropriate? Will I embarrass myself? What do my friends think? Will I still fit in? Does it matter? We find ourselves in the closets of our brain trying to find something to wear to an event, and then missing the event we were getting dressed for. Now, I'm not here to tell you that you are designed to suck, but really you are. And that's the sad truth, but a truth nonetheless. So how do we become better, you might be thinking? The answer is quite simple. Stop thinking. Dudley lives in the hearts of men. You are already one step ahead of all those in the world who haven't found their purpose, because you are Dudley. It lives in you. You have realized, or are realizing, that our lives must be one of service, selflessness, and compassion. A life of the other fellow first. When we enact all those things we are and we believe and put them into action. Take a minute and close your eyes. And I really want you guys to do this. Imagine a world where we didn't think about the most effective way to feed the hungry. We just started walking down streets and started feeding them. Imagine a world where people didn't ask where their donations went, they just gave. Imagine a world where boys could sing and dance and not be pressured by gender norms or identity labels. Imagine a world where we could just make provisions for the homeless, help heal the sick, or befriend the lonely. Oh, what a place that would be. This is what Hamlet is discussing in his soliloquy. To do, or simply to stand on one of the sidelines and fade away. It is our duty to be pushed to action instead of just being innocent bystanders. And even when you embrace being, you will be faced with challenges and failures, and that's okay. Sometimes we can learn some of our most valuable life lessons being something that we were not, and realizing who we really want to be. So to be or not to be, that is the question. So what do I say? I say be bold, take risk, live life freely, lead by example, trust your gut. Say what you feel, mean what you say, express gratitude, believe in your power, exceed your own expectations, dance the night away, skip down the street, and don't take no for an answer. Just be your best self. Be all that you can be and never look back. Thank you.